Hey there, Leo. Welcome to your reading. Today we are going to do what I have lovingly dubbed a mid-year reality check. So before we get too into this, I just want to warn you, this is going to be a little bit of tough love from spirit, right? So if you're not in the headspace or don't want tough love, I will not judge you for tapping out right here and now, okay? Because I know not everyone wants tough love. Sometimes you just need love, right? But that's not what this is. Spirit is telling you where you actually are right now and what you can do for the rest of the year if you want to change that, right? So we're going to be looking at what you want, but where you actually are, and then what wrong impressions that these things have been giving you, and some advice on what to do. So this is something I've recently done for myself, and it was absolutely tough. It was actually what I needed, and it got my head back on straight. So I figure this is probably going to be useful for someone other than me. And this deck is, lots of stuff is flying out. So I feel like there's a lot of high energy coming out of this. For sure, for the rest of this year. There we go. All right. Let's cut your deck. Right there. Okay, for those of you who have watched me before, I will still be taking the middle and bottom cards of the deck. They have been super helpful in these readings. So much more clarity. It's incredible, honestly. All right. This is interesting. I like this. Middle card is the Lovers. Bottom card is Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so the Lovers here is some kind of partnership. Could be love. Doesn't necessarily have to be. So take it as it resonates. And to me, this Nine of Pentacles is kind of trying to find a sense of individuality within this, whatever this is. Trying to find a sense of a little bit of independence. Not saying that you're not perfectly happy or capable in this relationship, but just that you want a little bit more autonomy. Maybe things have been feeling a little claustrophobic, for lack of a better word. Yeah, I like this. So let's just get right in here. Let's see. This card here is your wants, and this here is, to me, wanting a little bit more success out of things. The Six of Wands, wanting possibly a little bit more attention. I don't know if you're with someone who soaks up all the attention. I'm not really sure, but that definitely kind of ties in with the sense of wanting to find a bit of individuality in that Nine of Pentacles. This card here is the reality of the situation. Okay, so this is actually what's going on. We have Knight of Wands. It feels to me that the energy is a little bit more scattered, like someone else is definitely in the focus here with this Knight of Wands. Someone who, someone with a bright spirit and a bright smile. I'm hearing for some of you. Someone who isn't really afraid to let themselves shine in here. Not saying that you're afraid, just maybe that this person really likes most of the attention and they will do what they need to secure it, almost. Okay, so this is what your wants have mistakenly led you to believe as true. And it's Ten of Swords, that this can't work. If you're not getting more attention, recognition, whatever, that this can't work. So, and this is a mistaken belief, right? This is what your want here has led you to believe to be true. And it's not really true, okay? Now, what the reality of the situation has led you to believe, and this is, again, is a mistaken belief, this is a wrong impression, is Temperance, that if you just wait it out, things are going to balance, right? That if you just take things as they are, things are going to be fine. And again, mistaken belief. I don't really think that's true. which is really interesting here, because it's almost saying to me that, like, you want more, and because you want more, that means something else has to end. But the reality is that, like, there's a lot of energy here already. It feels to me that even though this other person, whoever this is, really shines in the spotlight, really soaks up attention, it doesn't mean that there's not enough to go around. However, I feel like that's the impression that this person is giving you, and the impression that reality is giving you is that it's all going to be fine, right? It's all going to be okay if you just take it one step at a time. So even your wants and the mistaken belief and the reality mistaken belief are in absolute conflict here. They really are. But I think it comes from the Lover's card. Like, okay, this is what's coming through here. It's kind of saying to me that you understand the reality of the situation, and you think that if you just kind of leave things as they are, that it's going to keep the peace. Okay, but it's kind of not, because that's in direct conflict with what you want. And you know, if you go after what you want, that it's going to, or you believe that if you go after what you want, if you get a little bit more of whatever this is from that Six of Wands, that it's going to cause something to end, right? So it feels like you're conflicted in both areas, which I don't really like for you, but I kind of understand it. Let's see, the energy that's propelling you forward right now here is the Four of Wands. Just, again, the sense of wanting to keep the peace, right? The sense of wanting things to remain stable. This is such a weird energy to feel here, because it, like, I see it. I see you kind of wanting your own identity and to break out here from this, but you also really, well, I struggle to say like things as they are, because your wants are in direct competition with the word like. I don't know, this is a really interesting read here, Leo. This kind of has even me stumped. But that's not the goal here. The goal here is to kind of unravel this so that we, get you on the path that you need to be on. So let's start taking a look at your advice here from Spirit. You have here Seven of Swords. Okay, this is not advising you to do some sneaky shit. It's really not. And I will say that in this deck, the Light Seers Tarot, the Seven of Swords here is merely taking what you need, right? It's being a little bit sly. I'm not gonna lie, there is some sneakiness going on here, but this feels more to me that there has to be a conversation here that says, I need a little bit more out of this. I need a little bit more from you, maybe. I need a little bit more in my life. Whatever you feel you need more of, right? Because the Six of Wands isn't necessarily all attention. It very well could be if you're with someone who really likes the spotlight and will hog it. But it feels like it's maybe not the attention of others, it's maybe attention from them, It's just like you kind of saying, I need a little bit more. This feels more like a conversation of what you need. And don't feel tempted to really fall into any self-sabotage either, which is just flat out accusing this person of something, because maybe they are blissfully unaware. I would look at this person here playing this drum and say she is blissfully unaware of anything else going on around her, because she is so focused on this energy, what she's doing, and having fun, right? So maybe this person just honestly has no idea, right? But let's see, you also have here Five of Swords. And this is saying to me again, a conversation needs to be had. You might need to be a little firm in this conversation, really lay it all out and be honest about it, but don't be harsh, okay? Don't be rude or anything like that. Don't say anything super mean. Just, again, say what you need to say what you need, and don't, if they try to push this further into some really difficult fight, don't engage in that, okay? Because I know that's not your goal here. And finally, we have Five of Wands. So this, to me, is saying don't feel like you need to compete either, okay? Don't let this person make you feel as though you need to compete with others for their attention or anything else. Like, whatever it is they're trying to make you feel like you need to compete for, it feels like don't. This whole advice here is really just kind of saying state plainly what you need and don't engage in any antagonization, okay? Don't really engage in any of that. Because you shouldn't have to prove yourself worthy of a little bit of attention, right? Or a little bit of love. So I almost want to say for some of you, that middle card and the bottom card might end up resonating more along the lines of going from a relationship to being single, you know? But again, take it as it resonates. This honestly does feel difficult. It feels as though there's been a lot of peacekeeping here for a long, long time. So let's just get you a oracle card. Okay. And you have here Parrot Spirit. Watch your words. And again, that really ties into this advice down here. Just state plainly what you need. Do not self-sabotage. Don't be harsh, you know? That's what I'm feeling. Sorry, this is just such an interesting reading. I'm kind of stuck on it too because I haven't really had another reading like this today. And this is about I think the 5th one in. Whatever this is, Leo, I hope it works out in the end. I wish the advice was a little bit more clear. Well, not even the advice, I guess. I more want to say the outcome, but nothing here has really had an outcome. I'll say that much. It's more just like, if this is what you really want, go for it. If this is what you really want, this is kind of how you need to act to get it, right? So this is kind of advice on if the Six of Wands is what you want, this is kind of how you need to move forward with it. And Parrot Spirit is clarifying that and saying, watch how you say things. This doesn't look like it's going to be free from conflict. So again, you're going to have to decide here, like, if you believe taking more is going to end this Ten of Swords, or is going to bring about this Ten of Swords, again, it's not saying it won't, okay? But it's not saying it is either. So it's more like, what is going to be best for you, you know? I don't know. I wish you the best of luck, Leo. I really do. Take care of yourselves, and I wish you a good rest of the year. I'll see you in the next one.